got an interesting release. It's a little bit of a long windup. Yes, he threw for 4,200 yards. Yes, he took Colorado to heights they haven't seen in a really long time. He took too many sacks. Okay, he took too many sacks. A lot of those people are saying, hey, it was on the offensive line. A lot of those were Shedeur Sanders not getting rid of the football. Okay, he's a very accurate thrower of the football. He's really smart pre-snap, and I think that's one of his strengths. But when you look at the arm talent, when you look at the arm strength, to me, it's just not there. He needs to speed up his play in the pocket a little bit. And this are some of the many reasons why he wasn't a first-round quarterback.
Steelers got the blackest of head coaches in Mike Tomlin. Steelers got a minority owner in Khan. Steelers got a minority GM in Khan. Steelers got an ownership group that literally mandates you got to interview a minority when there's a head coaching vacancy. The Rooney Rule.
Yep,
so the Steelers got a general manager minority in Khan, a black head coach in Tomlin, and an owner in Rooney who mandated y'all got to interview a black head coach when there's a vacancy. And more than anything, the Steelers needed a quarterback. And the Steelers passed on him. So I can't jump to it's because of Dion, because what's the Steelers' excuse?
Why do the Steelers need an excuse not to draft a quarterback they don't deem worthy enough for a first-round pick? And every other team in the first round deems he is not a first-round talent. Distractions probably play into it. And I hate this, the fact that we have to feel the need, some people that, like, to bring down Jackson Dart, to build up Shedeur Sanders. Jackson Dart went in the first round. Teams believed enough in him. One team believed enough in him to trade back in to the first round to get Jackson Dart. That is fine. We don't have to take him down or tear him down because of that. Shedeur Sanders, just to prop him up, he is obviously not a first-round talent. On the field, teams don't want the distractions in the locker room. Teams don't want... That's okay to say that. That is okay, right, wrong, or indifferent. We are beating around the bush here. Call a spade a spade. He's not good enough on the field to have a first-round talent because nobody thought the distractions were worth it.
Okay, so let's call a spade a spade. What distractions in the locker room or off the field has there been with Shedeur? I haven't seen him get arrested. I haven't seen him out drinking, smoking. Nobody's pregnant or baby mama drama going on. So what distractions are we talking about? I haven't heard about any fights in the locker room that he's caused. I haven't heard anyone from Colorado come out and say, you know what? Being at that program was this, that, and the third. Shedeur is awful. All these different things. I haven't heard anything negative at all. Okay, so let's go back to some other draftees, the QBs in this draft. If Jackson Dart, Jalen Monroe are everything that Chase is implying that they are, then why didn't we hear about them throughout the whole entire season leading up to the draft? We heard about them being good, obviously, but it was always Shedeur going number 3, projected going number 3, Cam Ward going number 1. That was always the case. In spite of his lack of arm strength or about him holding on to the ball too long, taking too many sacks, he was always expected to go or projected to go number 3 overall. So what changed? Because there's been no more football that's been played. Oh, I'll tell you what's changed. The personality attacks, the character assassination. That's what changed. Because with Cam Ward, I haven't heard anything about his personality. I've heard only about his play. They're comparing him to Patrick Mahomes. When it comes to Jalen Monroe, nothing about his personality. They're comparing him to Cam Newton and to Lamar Jackson. Again, fast forward to Jackson Dart. Nothing about him personality-wise. They're comparing him to one Josh Allen. With Shedeur, we've heard no comparisons at all. We've heard he's brash, he's arrogant, he's entitled, he's not as good as he thinks he is, he's the worst interview. Everything that's negative we have heard about Shedeur, and it has been more about his personality than about his professional play, about him at the QB position. If you're a team that needs a quarterback, yes, I want an explanation as to why you passed on one, because none of this works without a QB throwing the football. For the Steelers to not have any QB, to not choose Shedeur or no QB at all, when you have people like Cam Hayward who are on the back ends of their careers, you need a QB. None of it works without one. So yes, explanation is needed.